Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think sometimes, like, if there's a player that I know is like really strong, I'm not saying he's like super strong. I'm just saying, like, for me, he's a strong player, and so yeah, I tend to be more like,
Nervous?
yeah.
Yeah, I get that feeling. I know what you mean. Especially when it's in a series that you know is going to be casted and seen by people. I could definitely.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about actually sometimes I worry about like my series is getting casted because, you know, like in my past series already in the CPL I've done stuff like I've gone um like what was it? I was going for like speedlings, but I didn't get the speed. I don't
Yeah,
even know if
you just
that
make
even
small
got casted.
mistakes because your
Well,
brain's a little freed up.
that's a big mistake.
Well, in the context of StarCraft, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you made like six successive mistakes. It's just like a single instance that you forgot a single thing that happened very significant.
Well, there's some times where you can make successive embarrassing mistakes, and then it makes you more nervous, and then I'm like, where's that probe at? Because I don't want to get cannon rushed. And I see the probe on my creeps. I'm like, oh, there it is.
I have like serious paranoia about cannon rushes when I play ladder.
Um,
I'm like very cautious about it now.
like this whole time I haven't played a lot of games compared to most people, but I've only seen like 2 cannon rushes so far.
Yeah, I don't even lose to cannon rushes very often. I think it's more just like I take the losses so hard when I get cannon.
I wouldn't take it
I'm just
too
like,
hard.
I didn't scout. Why didn't I check it? So I almost never lose the cannon rushes now. Just because I'm so aware or cognizant of the possibility. Like I'm always checking with the drone. Like when I throw down my third, I even check it because just every once in a blue moon, I'll have cannons go up, even though I have lings out on the map on like like watching their front and stuff. Like 2 cannons will go down behind a mineral line, and I'll just God damn it. So now I'm just cannon rush proof, man. I'm always checking. I know it's probably not optimal to send a drone to go check your third for cannon, but I do
Mm,
because
I don't think you should do that. Send a drone to check it. I think
oh
you
yeah,
should send an overlord towards your third, but uh, as far as like being like I don't know, like your natural is a lot more likely to get cannon rushed. There's a good.
oh yeah, I'm sure, but I also don't play. I don't play the far third very often anymore either. I've been doing close spaces, lately more often. Although I think I'm gonna switch it up now that I've been playing just yet another style. Um, but but yeah, when I was playing Three Hatch Fire, I started taking the close third on fighting speed. So I would just there you go,
Gotcha.
not bad.
Finally, you can see that
Someone let me
I'm
out of my
a
cage.
little bit.
Time for
Yeah,
me is nothing because I'm counting no age.
I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper.
So stop rapping at me. Oh, this is your favorite thing. He's getting +1 air weapons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my favorite. I just love
Which, by
playing
the way,
against this.
yeah. Which,
I
by the
hate
way, I
this.
don't remember if I saw that. But, doing everything a little bit delayed. Like, my drones are not going to minerals, and, like, hatcheries are not getting put down and stuff.
Oh yeah, you should have oh no, I was gonna say you should have another hatch, but I realized you took the
Do. Gets one overlord. Nice catch from him. Still
Yeah.
producing... Oh wait, he stopped producing Corsair. He's gonna put
It
a
was
cannon
kind
in
of
his
the
base.
quote-unquote free OV that a lot of times you'll just lose because it's over there
Yeah.
checking out their main now. So not a
Yeah, I
bad.
know.
And you didn't even get close to supply block by that either. So well played so far.
Yeah, if I'd noticed him going, I don't think I noticed him even going. I knew that he was going +1, but I didn't know he was going with the air weapons. Because if I knew he was going with the air weapons, then you can see, like, I'm getting 2 Sunkens instead of... Actually, I'm getting Spore Colony, so I don't know. Maybe I know.
Yeah, I mean this is a pretty reasonable response.
I don't even know what I know.
We'll have to see if you pop the lings on time to deal with the massive zealot army that's gonna be incoming here. But if you do, that shouldn't be a terrible defense. A couple of idle drones at this third base though have been sitting here for quite some time. A little unfortunate.
He's got +1, so yeah, he's at 8 minutes, so he hasn't attacked yet, which is just,
Yeah,
you know,
I would expect a move out. This is a little strange, honestly. I believe if this is timed out correctly, it should hit around 7:30, right? 7:30.
Well, they'll leave the base around 7. Yeah, I'm getting, like, you can see I'm getting, like, really outstripped in terms of the supply here. That's a lot to do with getting supply blocked.
Yeah, early supply blocks of Zerg in this matchup specifically are so deadly because you really have to have that army prepared to be able to deal with some of these pushes.
I'm not sure why I was getting some supply blocks though. Yeah, this is
a pretty reasonable defense though. I mean, losing all your overloads does suck.
It does suck, but at the same time, I'm like, where are the drones?
Well, response. I mean, the thing is though is that like you're taking this damage, but the response that you have to taking that damage is pretty good. You throw down that extra hatchery because you know you're not going to be able to spend the minerals quite on time. Got some Scourge now out on the map here. I always hate making Scourge versus this though, unless I have +1 air carapace.
I think I'm
because it's
getting
just so difficult to get them to contact. Yeah, you're about 75% done with it right now.
Okay, yeah.
It's just so frustrating to see all your Scourge explode whilst fighting against these Corsairs.
Yeah, this game I'm just slow.
Yeah, little under-droned a bit here. I think that again that does have a lot to do with the supply blocks and stuff like that. But I mean, you're gonna see his timing for the third, so that's pretty good. And you do have you are on 8 hatcheries right now. Oh no, sorry, 7 hatcheries. So if you decide to go into powering some drones here, I think that you still be in a pretty good spot. His move out was slow, and therefore his third base is a little slower than I would prefer to see it.
That's about right. Because if you do a 7-minute push, you can generally build one at about 9 minutes. If you do what he did, which is basically the Neo Bisu build, it's gonna be about 9 or 10 minutes. So it's not really bad timed from him. It's pretty good timed. And now he can put down his gateways and yeah, I just think everything for me is just a little bit too late. Cause
Yeah.
too many larvae sitting around for too long.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna
sort of
it's looking like you're gonna have a very hard time with the 12:30 push that should be coming from your Protoss opponent in a minute here once his gateways finish up and firing up those dragoons. And in the meantime, too, with his air control, he's looking to opt for some shuttle harassment. However, they are flying directly towards some Scourge, and the Corsairs look like they're gonna be out of position to scout the Scourge position. Oh, but he does hold out before flying his shuttle in. So that could have been a lot worse had he not waited for the Scourge to clear up. Well done by Armada.
So is he gonna get it? Yes.
Yeah, he does. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That sucks. I mean, he even had Hydros in position too. It's just that, you know, he unloaded even in the face of those Hydros, and you didn't pull those drones. But
it's like, I'm unloading this shit. Actually, the reason that he was able to do it, I don't know if I have Hydros range, because I got Hydros speed, and then I went speed, and then I went lurker, which was strange.
gosh, yeah, your drone count is just so low. It's really hard to keep up and produce a large enough army to stop this 12:30 push that's coming in right now. When you just don't have the drone count in the mid game. I mean, it looks like you're now preparing, you know, throwing down your additional macro hatchers and stuff like that, and getting into that late game macro mode for Zerg. Again, there's so many units on the map here right now, and you have very little defense outside of a couple of lurkers. So it's going to be a very with the fourth going down.
Here's the thing about going lurker. If you go lurker, you gotta get your hat, or no, not hatch. You get your hive. You know, you really want to be getting that around like 10 or 11 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to have your defilers out with consume on the field with energy ready to go to help defend against these these dragoons.
Yeah, you also gotta have the cracklings, otherwise you can be easily overwhelmed because you won't have a lot of units. You have a lot of high expense units, but in this case
You need the DPS.
I have the hive now, but it's kind of inconsequential at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately Crackling is only about 45% done right now. And no defiler mounting from what I can see. But yeah, it was just those small issues with the supply blocks and stuff like that, and then getting, you know, obviously that drone lane wiped out really contributed. Awesome.
Alright, so that'll take us to game 2.
Even still though, well played game. I mean, all the fundamental ideas were there and executed correctly. Just
Nah, it was bad.
no, I think honestly though, I mean, like the build was the idea behind the build was done right. Just the execution was a little.
No, it was it was done wrong, because if you go, like, like I said, if you're like, the only reason you would delay your hive is if you're going, you know, mass Hydra and you're trying to get map control. If you
Flame lurkers.
like, if you decide, if for some reason, like I did, you just switch your mind in the middle of the game and go, oh, I want to go lurker now. Well, you have to plan accordingly and you have to go hive, but I didn't do that. And that's not the only thing. Like, I had a lot of drones that were just like sitting around and for way too long.
Alrighty, well, now that we're here on Aztec, hopefully this game goes a little bit better.
Aztec.
Go on.
I just said Aztec.
Oh, I know.
I
heard ya.
generally feel like this map is a little bit better for Zerg, just because whenever there's a map where Protoss has to take a, or is encouraged, so we say, to take a
Mineral only.
yeah, it takes them a long time to get the appropriate amount of gas to get the unit composition that they want.
Yeah, it's more difficult to get to that Dune army, and you can do it, but then like you're kind of cutting a little bit on the High Templar number that you'll have. A lot of times
Well,
you'll just see a lot more zealots.
well, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can just like make all your High Templar first, and then you can power goons. So you can do them like separately.
Yeah, I've played against that, but even then, you kind of doing that. You kind of give up a little bit of pressure earlier on in the
Okay, so he's going forward double gates. Which is that's that's kind of an interesting option on this map. Maybe he just doesn't want to play Aztec. But or maybe he just practiced this for this map, but on some maps you can do it where the double gates are like the only spot you can get through is the middle. But on this map, this is not one of those maps because the left side
so 2 holes.
is open. Yeah, there's a lot of gaps that can be exploited in this.
I'm interested in
And
your decision to take this base up here. Was it just purely because the drone was doing that?
yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna take my third base first. That's
Okay.
like the probe's
Just
blocked.
curious
The
'cause, like,
probe
there's
is
the
there.
mineral.
He's gonna give the. I was like, he's gonna give the. If I send a drone there, he's just gonna give it a hard time. So I'll just take this third base. And then I was like, oh, he went double gates.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is gonna make it
normally
pretty.
I would not ever recommend doing a double expand versus double gates, but right now he's not really pushing out.
Pushing out on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be nice if you can get the third up, to have that additional larva and everything.
I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for him to realize that there's a third bit, yeah, there's a third base, but he does realize. Like, I know that he's going to attack, so I'm making Zerglings, and I'm getting I'm gonna get Zergling speed because I don't remember what he did.
This is pretty interesting. I mean, he's gone Forge and Cybo in his main base here. We still don't have a natural expansion down. At this point, it's almost like, why don't you just, if you want to be aggressive. I'd rather almost see an 8 gate
Yeah,
and do a
maybe.
forge and expand behind that than this double gate, because this has been sitting here for so long. It's just so strange. The one, this is such a weird build, but I mean, he is going Stargate now, so I could see this catching people off guard a lot, because you see the
Yeah,
double gates
possibly.
here producing so many lings all the time. You just don't think, oh, I need to defend against a Corsair, but you having vision
Oh,
of this not being an expansion, you should know that some
I
tech is
know,
coming up
because
eventually.
I'm making the evolution chamber,
Yeah, I saw that in the main.
and so that's gonna, like, it's gonna, yeah, I put more drones on gas, 'cause I was like, oh, I'll get carapace. Because it's probably gonna be, like, I figured, like, oh, if he scouts, if he goes around the map with his, Corsair, he's gonna see the base at the top, so he's probably need to defend that against a lot of zealots.
Yeah, good decision. This is just such a funny build, you know? Like, at this point, too, he can't really move out with the zealots very well, because he's got 3 holes in his in his wall. So he only has 4 zealots that can actually go around the map without putting his base at risk. So it's like, like he 100% really missed out on his opportunity to get very much value from getting these 2 gates so early. And now you're in a pretty comfortable position. I mean, if he moves
Well,
out with
kind
everything,
of.
you can run in.
You can see he's getting the, like, the, forge, and so...
Yeah, but your carapace is good to. Well, I guess Protoss attack technically researches a bit faster than carapace, but not that much faster. I mean, you're not going to be at a disadvantage for very long. I mean, your upgrade was started sooner. I don't know. This is just so weird. I mean, he's still on a single base at 6 minutes 50 seconds almost here.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Now throwing down Templar Archives. I'm wondering if he even intends on expanding, or if this has all been a subtle ruse, sending that that probe up there before he kills your overlord and attempting to deceive
Well,
you.
my thought was always that he was gonna do, like, some kind of timing attack. Like, sometimes Protoss will go, like, 3 gateways. Or 3 or 4. Oh, he is going 4 gateways.
Yeah. So it was. He was trying to show that he was expanding, but doesn't want to expand here. Huh, clever boy. I would have liked, honestly though, I would have liked some economic damage to be done with the 2 gate. Because he's giving you a lot of time to be able to drone up and get into a position where defending any kind of one base at this point isn't gonna be like supremely difficult.
It still could be, but, I think he's kind of banking on the, I don't know. Because the +1 for his zealots is not done yet.
No, not at all. And I mean, your carapace is finishing up before his +1 is going to finish up, so it's not even going to be a factor.
Yeah, so he's guessing that there's a 3rd base now, because he just ran to the mineral base. And so,
yeah, this is going to be significantly more difficult of a defense. Your lings are out of position, and there's nothing simsating off the two sunkens here. So
yeah,
there
generally
is a
when
bit
you
of
see
cause
this,
for
it's
concern.
like, yeah, this number of
This drone pool though has been
sunkens,
very successful at keeping the zealots off of the second sunken though.
well, that can only go on for so long.
Yeah, but I mean, you're giving your lings times to get there to reinforce. I mean, a lot of his shields are gone, and most of the zealots here, and you guys are at upgrade parity. So, I mean, this is a very successful cleanup, in my opinion. That was the bulk of his army. He is just now finishing up his natural expansion. In
Yeah,
the
that was
meantime,
kind
you're
of a
on
surprise.
4 hatch.
I actually see. I thought he would have his natural expansion already.
Yeah. So you probably thought you were more behind than you actually
I
were.
thought I was a little. I thought I was probably. I was scouting around because I was looking for a third base because I figured like he probably got his nexus and he's looking to take a third behind that attack. But then I looked around and I was like, well, geez, there's nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be very quickly at an upgrade advantage here, having your +1 almost finished up here now for your links. And I mean, sure, he's got, you know, fairly significant Templar number at this point. But I mean, Templar pushing into SimCity'd off, 6 hatch Hydra with just Zealot support is really not that great. Especially when the Zerglings are going to be so much more effective with having an upgrade advantage on these Zealots.
Let's see. What is he? Does he have? No push there.
Yeah, this is all just a kind of a wasted opportunity, I think. I think if he had pushed out with his 2-gate and done some damage, he probably could have at the very least canceled your natural expansion.
Maybe. I think it would have forced more lings.
Yeah, at least you wouldn't have had so many drones early on. But now
But
you're in a
I had lings. I had lings anyway, so I kind of thought he was gonna push out, so it was almost like.
Yeah, but you did drone a bit.
And I droned a little bit, but I also got Sunken Colony. I got Zerglings because I was really expecting him to push, so it wasn't like I was like, oh, he's not pushing. Now I can
Yeah,
just
you
do
didn't
whatever I
go
want
crazy. Yeah.
because I was expecting him to
No,
come out
no.
of that shell.
I mean, I think your position right now is very comfortable. You're on 2 base. You're on 6 hatches versus his 2 base. He's on 6 gate right now.
Boy, wouldn't it be crazy if I just blew this whole game?
That would be wild.
He has to kill his own gateway to get out.
This is one of those games though, where you play and you're just confused because what your opponent is doing is objectively bad, and you're overestimating them. And I've had so many games where I lost.
I think he was slightly confused too, because normally Zerg does not double expand versus double gates. That's like, you don't do that.
Yeah, it's so funny when they get in this situation. Like I almost lost the game to a objectively terrible Protoss player because I was just like, "What are you doing?" And then he did a super late 4 Dark Templar drop and just killed everything in one of my bases, and I was like, "Well, shit." And then he flew in 6 Corsairs out of nowhere and killed off a bunch of overlords because I was just like, "What is happening?" So I was positioned outside of his base with a ton of Hydralisks, and I just figured I'd just sit out there and kill him, right? But so all these really super late attacks came in. I was just like, oh shit! Well, now I'm really on the back foot here. And it's so funny how that happens when you kind of outthink yourself.
Yeah, there's a certain element to that. Well, let's see.
Ugh.
Does he have his, no, he doesn't have Observer yet.
Nope. I like this. You're
Kinda-
sniping off reinforcements with this nice little group of lings here, getting a bunch of dragoons for your troubles. No obs. Only got storms to defend or to attack against these workers, so you're going to be in a good spot there. I really love the forward spore colonies. I think more Zergs need to do this. Like, just put like spores out up in front, because like, especially when they've only got one robo and they're just getting the obs out, it makes it so much more annoying
think
for them.
even like I could even put one like a little bit further forward, like near the ramp.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say like more towards that center position in between the ramp and the large choke at the top.
Yeah, because a lot
Regardless,
of
though.
the pathing will take. Ooh, he actually stormed the soul
Ooh,
quite a bit.
ton of damage on his own zealots. Yeah, those are really softened up for the lurkers. Man, these zealots are really falling very quickly. Unfortunately, though, this Dragoon reinforcement looks like it's probably going to be a bit overwhelming for your production here at your natural. I mean, you do technically... I think that you could probably hold here. You got plenty of hatcheries, and once Adrenal finishes up, you're going to be able to wipe the floor with this army. But the question is, how much damage is it going to be able to do before you're able to get that Adrenal upgrade up?
How much indeed? So it's good to focus fire the Archon and cap sunken.
Oh yeah.
Then your Zerglings will
Usually do the job.
Zerglings won't have to contend with it.
Yeah. Archons are so incredibly effective versus Zerglings. Like, it's so funny how many kills a single Archon can get in an army.
Yeah, I had a game where I actually was winning, like, pretty solidly, but there was an Archon with 99 kills.
That's hilarious.
It was like all Zerglings too, but I won that game pretty convincingly. But then I was so happy with that game that I showed it to my friends. I was like, I won a ZVP. Check this out. And then someone was like, that Archon has 99 kills on it. It's like, yeah, so?
God, your Krakens are smacking the shit out of these zealots, though.
Yeah, they
2-2 versus 0-2. They're doing a great job. Getting those early upgrades just due to by virtue of you just having produced that
yeah.
that Evo has been pretty amazing for you.
The-
Look how
the
fast
decision-
this Dragoon is getting destroyed.
The decision to go early upgrades was... It was one of the top 10 decisions in my adult life.
Uh-huh.
So, you can see I got the whole map scouted. I even got positions scouted that Protoss should never expand to, but I'm like, yeah, maybe he's got some bases up there, but nope. So I know this is his third base is just going up.
Yeah.
And
1730. No.
I got pretty much everything that I want. Got the hive and
Going full on Sauron now, throwing down 4 macro hatcheries at the 12 o'clock, looking real strong.
I think some more lurkers would do good here.
I also think drones at your natural expansion would do quite well. I'm not sure what. Oh yeah, it was the push. I was gonna say I don't remember what happened to clear that out.
That was just, yeah, that was just part of the fighting, if you will.
Yeah, you did a good job though. Getting it redroned here with the
Am I
two,
gonna get head pats?
packets there. You're gonna get what?
Head pats.
Oh yeah, I'd pat that head. Oh man.
Erdmon saying, thanks for inviting me to the cast, nerds. I asked to cast... No, I'm casting Card Cup with Erdmon.
Yeah, thanks for signing up to be a CPL caster, not nerd.
Well, he... I wanted to do this one with you, and then do the card cup with him.
Oh.
And so, I was like... I couldn't do the... What's today? Monday? No, it's not
Thursday.
Monday. It's Thursday, okay. Sorry.
Damn, girl, you must have had a crazy couple of days. We're just wasted, passed out drunk,
No, it's
all kinds of casual sex, promiscuous men.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. But, it's that nap I took. It, like, made me feel like 2 days. Like, today was 2 different days. So, I don't know.
I'm actually pretty impressed with your ability to just wake up from naps. I can't do it. Naps are like lethal to me. Like if I take a nap, my day is gone. Like I'll be like, I'm taking a nap for an hour. Nope, it's like 4.5 hours. And then I spend like 3 days trying to fix my schedule.
Oh, jeez.
It's very difficult for me to motivate myself out of a nap. Although, to be fair, it's not like I have really any reason to motivate myself out of a nap, since I don't really do anything right now.
Well, I said we're doing the cast, so I was like, well, I need to wake up for the cast.
I appreciate your commitment to your commitment. Good night, Sean. Much love, my friend.
Yeah, have a good night. Actually watch a stream sometime. You might learn something.
Snap!
He's probably gone
like not
already.
not how to get your fucking team rocked by Team Supply Block, because we're fucking amazing. I feel like I really embody the idea of our team, though. I'm quite the supply block master. I've mastered how to supply block myself.
Have you?
I find the most creative ways of not making open. Sometimes I don't. I just don't make them. Other times I think about making them and I don't make them.
Or...
Huh?
This is why this position is hard to. It's not good to take sometimes because it's just so open. Like if you had this nexus at the, let's say you had it at the
bottom left.
What's it, 3 o'clock? I think that would not have been possible, but...
Oh yeah, either of these would be much more difficult. It's so much easier to defend with like just like 3 cannons and a High Templar. 4 cannons and a High Templar up there.
Reaver's
Krakens can't get nearly that much stuff done. Oh yeah, Reaver's so good. I don't think he's had the opportunity though, economically to go Reaver quite yet. He's still in that position where he's trying to trade out those zealots now for some
technically he's still on 2 gas, but I think his main gas has to be depleted by now.
Yep.
Burrow lurkers. There you go.
This is a little scary for you right here. Not too many lurkers here at the natural expansion. You do have 3, but they're kind of burrowed back from where you really want them to be. But he is taking the time to kill off this expansion over here, so it's going to give you a little bit of an opportunity to get more units in position to defend this. But I would like to see a couple more lurkers committed.
Yeah.
Oof, some serious storms here. Doing a very nice job clearing up a couple of these Krakens. I almost don't like...
down a dark storm. What?
I almost don't like that he's using the storms to clean up the little crackling waves you're sending at him, though. Because I feel like Archons clean up quickly enough, and he really needs to be saving those for larger engagements, right? So now he can't have very many more storms. Well, he does have a... Even still, like, I feel like it's a resource.
The storms regenerate. You don't just... It's not like you get 2 storms and then you...
Yeah, but I mean,
But then you have to
he's
give
trying
up
to
your
push
life
right now.
to combine with
Right.
another being. Or do you?
Laser. Couple of annoying late game Corsairs. This is maybe one of the most frustrating things for me is when 4 is not so bad, but when a Protoss has like 5 to like 7 Corsairs and they just randomly start showing up late game and killing tons of Overlords, that is like one of the most irritating things to have to deal with.
I gotta say, it's not...
I think for a decent player, it's not bad. I feel like I should definitely not have the issues that I have with that. Because I mean, like, you immediately scourge like 2 of those guys, no problem.
If you're
for
doing
me,
a lot
so
of
annoying.
Ultralisk Zergling, yeah, I could see that. That was actually a pretty good push from him, just punching through that.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised all these Archons survived. I mean, most of them are extremely low, so I think maybe some of your shots got a little unlucky, like just like the way that your lurkers spread out the attack.
My bad for not having a Defiler there.
Hydras or something. Oh yeah, Defiler.
Should have had Spore Colony should have been morphed, and should have had my Defiler ready, but yeah, he really didn't press the issue on the right side of the map until the left side of the map seemed, because like he was pretty pushy on the left side, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, when did this happen? Why did I kill this Nexus again?
Boom. Not bad. Well, I mean, Armada attempting to secure the bottom left-hand pocket expansion now.
Yeah.
Looks like Armada about to tap out here. I feel like, I don't know, he's mined out at his 2 out of 3 bases. His third base is very much on a extremely low amount of minerals. There's maybe like
Are you
1,500
making this prediction
minerals
based
left.
on the replay progress?
No, I closed the replay progress window.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Close almost all the. I only don't close the mini map, and then I use the Alt U to pull up the information thing because I hate how it blocks the bottom of the map.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't do it when I'm obsing, but since I don't have to, I'm not driving the bus this time.
That'll take us to set number 3 on match point.
God, that was a weird game. That started out so weird. Everyone was just confused.
Well, I think at this point, that game was so weird that all we can see from here is just normal stuff.
Oh yeah, of course, just totally normal.
Oh yeah. Just see some
I
normal stuff.
believe you.
This is gonna be a normal game.
Alrighty guys, so let's get right into it. Now, here on match point in the bottom left-hand corner, we have spawning as the Blue Zerg, Red Baroness. Haha, I bet she chases Snoopy around the skies all the time. No? Red Baron? I tried.
Armada. You know, anybody with red in their name, it seems like they're cursed to get blue.
Yeah.
This happened to Red Wait, does this banana have mold on it? What the fudge? The banana has mold on the outside of it.
Huh. I don't even really recall seeing a moldy banana. Normally they
This is weird. Because this is not, this is a bright yellow banana. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, That's so weird. Just like this little... Well, that one's going in the trash. I'm gonna miss. Watch. Yep, okay.
What? It sounded like it was good.
It hit the top of the... I'm surprised you
Armada...
could hear it.
I totally heard that shit. It sounded like it was good. It sounded like it hit back.
It bounced out.
Oh, well.
Because banana is very bouncy, don't you know?
I don't know, actually. What is this? What the?
That's a forge.
This is so strange.
Well, not really. You'll see this.
I guess it's his first pylon. Yeah.
You'll see this done on certain maps, like,
Is your drone actually trapped in there?
Yeah,
oh, no,
it is.
No, it's not.
It
just
actually...
escaped.
I actually...
I meant, like, in between the pylon, the gate, and
Oh. No, yeah, I can't get back in time yet. So,
yeah.
I should have just pulled the drone back a lot sooner.
Yeah, when you saw the pylon, just get, like, 4.
Because it's like... I figured... Why am I not building Zerglings? Build, you fuck.
This is pretty unfortunate. I feel like Armada needs to be ejected from the CPL. This is a little extreme on the cheese side, especially coming from honorable Zerg who's never 5 pulled in CPL before.
As soon as I get this forge, I think as soon as no, actually I don't get the forge. Huh.
Now he kills the
forge. They're killing his own forge!
That was actually really cute.
That was really smart. So like... Getting a second forge. Just make sure I don't get out.
I never play this kind of shit out.
Oh, fuck. Just don't be indecisive about it.
Yeah, I mean, he did, you know, like, honestly, you're not as behind as I would originally think. Because you could go, like, for example, 2-hatch Hydra range. Or Muta. Like, either way, he's committed, you know, this is 600, 700. So, how much is a forge? Like, it's like 850 minerals here.
Yeah, forge is 150?
Yeah, so 850 total.
So, I personally don't like going Muta from this, because usually what will happen is they'll go Corsair.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about Muta in this situation. I think Hydra is a good way to do it.
So yeah, I got my putting on my evolution chamber, and gonna start seeing if I can extend the. Actually, this creep colony is not for necessarily what's for killing the wall. It's mostly for like defending, because the zealots are gonna come in. Taking a lot of damage though. So now the forge is... So I'm definitely able to pick up the forge, so that's bonus points. I did want to pick up the forge, but I also want to prevent, like, zealots from doing the... And I'm getting carapace first, because if I have to break the cannons, then I might have to use Zerglings and Hydras, so...
Right, why not get an upgrade that affects both of them?
Yeah.
He is seriously committing to the cannons.
Yeah, if his forge is gonna fall, I think he figures if his forge is gonna fall, he might as well get the extra cannons.
Yeah.
Because, first of all,
It doesn't have a
technically he's
gate
not
at
walled
all.
off. Like, Zerglings can go through this vertically. And so he's
Yeah.
kind of, it's just kind of making sure that, if I'm going, like, mass laying, it's just gonna be better for him if he's gonna lose the forge.
I would like to see another pylon though.
Well, when you have that many cannons, uh, going for the, well, I don't know. The more cannons you have, the more sense it makes to go for the pylons. Did that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
look
that
at how many
cannon's
look at how many
circular.
cannons are here right now. Like I would really like to see the pylon go, because you can outrange this gateway. You can knock the gateway down easy peasy, and then flood in lings and do your range damage with your hydras and knock out spawn another pylon. I mean, I don't know though. I feel like the commitment to this number of cannons could have just been outvalued by an X. If he had expanded,
Well,
it still would
he
have taken you
doesn't. He
quite a
wants
while
to
to.
make sure I don't. He really wants to make sure I don't get out. First and foremost, because if I get out, well then he spent all that money for nothing. And so, because he's also investing a lot of money in Corsairs, he's not going to have a lot of ground armies, so making the cannons makes a little bit of sense here. And there's your second pylon.
Yeah, I guess if he like broke out speedlings or with speedlings, you could like run over his base and murder him. I guess you're these two humping hydralisks need to get a room, man. It's so annoying that it's hitting these larvae that are spawning up top.
So
Do your
that's the
hydras
part where
have
I'm
range
like,
right
oh, yeah, they do.
now? Okay.
But I noticed he had a lot of cannons. So
Now
I
that
was
the
like,
second
nope,
pylon's
dot
this is
JPEG.
really difficult.
So now I'm getting drop, so I'm gonna attempt to jump over the wall and
Elevator out.
get out.
That was gross. Armada though preemptively putting a pylon there to spot, which is pretty smart. I like it.
He actually put that pylon there quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So
Now
yeah,
he's
that was,
expanding to that base because it's covered with so many
yeah.
cannons.
Well, yeah, it makes sense to do that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I just think it's comical. I mean, like he has a ton of defense there. That's the safest place for him to expand now.
uh-oh, his probe
It's just fun.
stuck. Gotta
Cancel
cancel
it.
it.
I mean, he does have
Your
cannons there to
probe,
kill it.
your probe is stuck. Your probe is stuck, lad.
Some decent
That's a
micro here
hatchery.
from him. Any kind of harassment that he can get done here on your pretty devastating at this point.
Oh, he killed his probe. I just saw the end of it. It's like... It's like, you're gonna get stuck behind the cannon? This is what's gonna happen to you. This is what's gonna happen. Where's my, Overlord speed.
I think you went for slow drops.
I went... Well, yeah, she gets
Drop.
speed, though.
Drop is just, yeah, there's a...
Making another Sun Colony that can hit his,
gateway now.
it can hit the pylon. I think it can hit the pylon. I know for sure it can hit the gateway, but the pylon I'm not sure about. And as I'm loading them up, the Corsairs fly right there.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I lost a full Overlord.
Oh, D-Web. That's
All the
devastating.
Overlords are... All the Overlords!
I think the D-Web is kind of hilarious. That's a pretty creative idea to make it so you can't really do your elevator tactic. Now proxy robo. Reaver could be potentially a good way to bust into your base and take you out here.
It's also just a good way to defend. Because, you're going Corsair and you got the D-Web. It helps the effectiveness of the Reaver.
God, that spotting pylon has just been waiting. It's like its moment right now. This is its mom's spaghetti. Alrighty, 8 Corsairs. I was actually really surprised the first time I tried doing D-Web with the Corsairs, how much energy it cost and like how long it actually took to build up a D-Web. You have to be very conservative with your usage of it if you want to have like sustained uptime on your D-Web.
Oh, I just throw it down all over the place. So, the Hydras are going.
Armada
they're
now
going
smartly
across the
throwing
map.
down a good number of cannons in his base, although this isn't exactly the most effective place to stick him. It's unfortunate that he didn't have a forward pylon to be able to block this base off here. He should be able to maneuver around the cannons, get some damage done from the backside, or just bust them because they're not finished by the time your Hydras get there. I thought these are going to finish up a little bit more quickly. These D-Waves just getting there just look a little bit too slow to stop any damage from your Hydras.
No, I knew he was gonna try D-Web, so it's just like waiting for it, and then I just move. And that's just the best way to deal with D-Web is just to move.
Oh yeah.
Lost his nexus.
I mean, you had plenty of room. I mean, this is going quite well for you at this point. The Reavers are kind of a annoyance, but Hydras, I mean, with the number of Hydras you have, if you're able to, again, elevator your army out and come around from the front, you should be able to take this out no problem. There's only really one cannon there to support them from the front here.
Yeah, he's also lost a lot of tech that is rude, but oh, he's gonna lose the upgrade in the forge. He's gonna lose the forge, Morty.
And now Armada, I think, feeling the pressure a little bit, knowing now he's pretty behind here, so trying to make some moves happen with these this Reaver plus D-Web, but even with all this support, like, oh my gosh, both of them go down. And that's like everything that he has right now. He doesn't have any production structures other than the Robo left up.
Yep, pretty good number of cannons though to defend against like lair.
Yeah.
So if it's like just lair stuff, you know, one day Zerg, not that scary.
Yeah, at this point, he's in a position where there's not much that he can do to stop you from doing whatever you want, you know. Which seems odd to say because you're still stuck on your main base. But you're not really stuck. It's just, when are you going to pull the drone and stick it in the OV and then just drop it somewhere outside and start taking bases? Oh, I was like, what?
I'm just looking, I just gotta see what's going on.
Murder those 2 Hydras, man.
Wait, what?
You murdered 2 Hydras so you could make lurkers.
Oh, that's right.
There's actually, I think, a spot for 1 lurker where it can't get hit right now. Like, directly under this forge.
Is it?
I don't think it can be hit by either of those cannons if it's, like, right there.
I think it... I don't know, I think it can still. But, well, it's... I mean, they gotta... Oh, is this one not hittable?
Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying, right there. This is dope. Unfortunately, I don't think you know yet about the base that's going up here in the mineral
I
only,
know
but
about
I
it.
mean it's... Oh, you do? Oh yeah, where are these dead cannons? Right, because you're the Hydras that were out there. Right.
Tried to do some damage
Man.
with the Hydras. Didn't work out.
I mean, it worked out fairly well. I mean, there's only 2 cannons left here now. And he's not reproducing them quite yet because he's still very broke on money. Now, just... I mean, you're going to have a fairly easy time taking that base out now. Where did the Corsairs go?
Oh, they're just kind of at... They were kind of just sitting at the Nexus.
Oh, I see them. Yeah,
I know
they're
what he's
floating over
doing.
the Nexus.
Oh, that was really clever.
Yeah, I like that. The Reaver and the
Looks like he got a scarab shot on himself, though. I didn't see.
Yeah, I think he was trying to out micro it and then kill the lurker with the splash by picking it up last second.
That's
he
what
killed
was
it.
Doing. Did kill it.
But yeah, I mean, took some damage on one of his only Reavers. Still though, I mean, like, it's better to have the base than to not have the base. Alrighty, massive Hydra attack from the high ground now coming out of Nina. Gonna slaughter this base. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Getting a ton of probes on the way down here as well. And that's... I mean, how is Armada not GG'd? I would be done at this point.
Well,
he doesn't even have any room to put his tech down.
You only say GG when... You only say GG when you do... When you GG, you know?
I'm waiting for it any second now. I mean, he can be cute with his Reaver in the back here for like forever, basically, right? But I mean, what can he do at this point? I mean, I guess the one thing that he's got going for him is you still haven't taken another base, and you're basically mined out here.
Ouch.
Oh man, you actually can't make another hatchery now. You should really cancel one of the lurkers and just get your 50 minerals.
Nah, son.
This is so funny. But again, like, what is he gonna do about these lurkers? He has to continue to do his shenanigans with the shuttle, but he can't because, I mean, oh my god. No! The Overlord slaughter! Oh my god! You only have 200 minerals left! This has gotten into such a tense position, considering where the game was, like literally 30 seconds ago. Come on. Come on. What is happening?
And so his Nexus is going to fall.
But you can't even long distance mine! You have to, like, overlord mine with, and you have 2 overlords worth of minerals that you can never lose to these corsairs. Oh my god! All of a sudden, Armada's like actually in a pretty decent position.
Well, he's gotta use minerals to make
Scarabs.
yeah, he's gotta be able to make
Yeah,
scarabs.
but this is way more fortuitous than it would have been, you know, like a couple of seconds ago. Because at the very least, you can force a draw. You know, look, oh my god, and here goes the first overlord. Got. Oh no.
I got 4
Okay,
hydras
see,
out.
it was a spare one though. So now you've only got 2 overlords worth of minerals left, and no overlords on the map.
I think
Oh my god, this is great.
no, I have no overlords.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Before you had an overlord on the map still that I didn't notice.
Oh. Oh.
Like if I were Armada right now, I would just, yeah, exactly. I would scout and I would make sure no overlords get out of your base anymore. Of course, I'm sure he's not quite praised of your mineral situation at the time being, but this is so ridiculous. Oh my god.
Maybe. He's gotta know that I can't just like last forever.
I mean, but you can though, right?
As far
'Cause
as
you cannot.
as far as mining goes, I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, like it's a draw at the very worst for you, because there's no way that you can kill all of your stuff with that's what, 2 additional scarabs. So even assuming that he has max scarabs in both of these, oh, what is Nina, why?
I just threw the drones in there.
Oh
Like,
my
fuck
god.
you, drones.
All right, we have 1 overlord worth. So this is the only way that it's possible for you to win, would be to continue to just shuffle drones back and forth until you have enough money for another hatchery. But at the same time,
I did that in a game versus computers. It
I mean, he's
took a
still
long
got
time to
3.
win.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 3 Corsairs on the map still as well. The one thing that you do have going for you is you have Hydros on both sides of the little gap here, so you could do that, and I don't think his Corsairs could really do all that. Oh no! Oh no! Hydra's in the main going down to a fucking 70 HP Reaver. Look, he can't make any more scarabs now.
Does he? Yeah. Oh, he's got 2 more on this one. He's got 2 on each.
It's like, this is the most ridiculous stalemate I've ever seen. I mean, he has to know. He doesn't even have enough. I mean, I guess this is. He has to kill the Hydras to force the stalemate. But because technically, you would still have the potentiality to getting out and doing retarded elevator. Oh my god, this is ridiculous, dude. All right, 1 scarab left. So he's got a total of 3 scarabs left. And then that's all the damage he can do. It's like a micro map. This doesn't even seem like a actual competitive game. It's like some UMS shit, dude. The drone's going after the Reaver. There goes another one of his precious scarabs, killed by a drone. I just don't get it.
Well, the
Some
other
tryhard
Reaver has
shit.
2 scarabs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I meant on that one guy. You got 2 left. Did you even think to try elevator mining?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, did you like? Were you thinking about doing it, or were you just like, I'm too lazy for this shit? Because I would
No,
totally
I
be
was
like, you know what? I'll take the draw.
I was like, no, the Overlord's gonna get sniped. It doesn't by the Corsairs, so I was like, doesn't even matter.
They are +1 Corsairs. If you had been able to save the more Hydralisks, I don't think that they could be sniped.
Yeah,
If you had 4 Hydras
I'm
on
not
either side of
sure.
this wall.
But at the same time, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
What I think is funny is somehow your APM currently is kind of climbing just because you're still fucking around on the map with these Hydralisks and shit.
Oh god. It's got 1 scarab left.
Even then, it's gonna take so long for you to get started again to have enough Hydralisks to like kill all these cannons.
Oh my god, I should not have called this game a draw.
I told you, you could have elevated for sure.
I should have been like, no, we're playing this out.
He might have given you the W, man. Like he just had just frustration. Just being a dick with these Hydras, 1 shot at a time.
Oh, that's the last scarab. I didn't know that was the last scarab.
Ugh. This one Reaver has 30 kills.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Sunkens do not outrange cannons.
They should though. 100%.
That would
Because then versus
that would
Forge
break
Fast
the
Expand.
game.
Yeah, because you could proxy outside of a Forge Fast Expand and just make Sunkens and kill the wall. It'd be so great. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Alright, let's just...
Wait, they made you re?
Wait, why is this game still going? Is replay broken?
It's just an infinite length replay.
Let's just see how long it goes. No. It could go on forever.
That's actually hilarious.
Alright, I'm just exiting the replay because I know he left.
You should have been scummy about it and just sent it in like victory.
No. I don't do, like,
I know. I'm just kidding. But so, what was the outcome then?
we had to regame.
So there's a fourth game?
Yes.
Oh my.
Our series went to a game 4 out of a best of 3.
What is happening? Oh, there we go.
I don't know. What is
You were like
happening?
not. You were not on my friends list until I scrolled down, and then it just like populated.
Thanks, Grant Davies. So we regamed.
That's the game 4. It's so ridiculous. So how are you feeling emotionally after that last game?
Very drained. Very, very tired.
It's a very long, grueling game.
I was disappointed that I didn't do what I was gonna do sooner, and I was like, why didn't I just put a drone on the map somewhere? Just take a drone with the overlords, and that's what you're supposed to do anyway. Get a drone out, get a base.
Yeah, I mean that would have been it. Like as soon as you cracked that main, I think a drone on the base would have been. Happy bunny time in the meantime, comboing it
I
up
don't
in the
know what
chat.
he's doing. What is he trying to post? Is that a microphone?
No, it's I think it's an Undertale character.
Okay, I was like, oh, gosh, what is that? What is that? Oh, yeah, okay.
Is it
Yeah,
Undertale?
okay, I've seen. Yeah, I think it is. And some sloths. From that one movie, I don't know.
Zootopia.
Yeah, Zootopia. I never watched Zootopia.
I did.
Now I don't
I never
really,
watched
I
it either.
don't really want to.
It wasn't amazing. It was like standard like Pixar stuff.
Yeah, the Pixar movies have gotten a little bit, formulaic, let's
Formulaic.
say.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so it's kind of like taken away a little bit of the magic. It's been taken away. So they're like, it's like, oh, they're telling original stories. That's cool. But then there's like stuff that is reoccurring throughout all of them.
Yeah, I don't think they've gone down in quality at all. In fact, but I think they're just less impactful the more that we see. You know,
I
continue.
think some of them are.
Well,
Like I watched like Cars. I really wasn't impressed with. Is Wreck-It Ralph? Uh, uh,
Pixar. Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's no, it is Disney.
Okay. Disney. Oh, is it Disney or Pic? Okay, 'cause
It's a Disney
they
Pixar
broke
joint
up.
venture.
like, I think they could have stayed together, somebody just needed to do a recall.
Wow. I was like, wait, what? Oh, right!
Right!
Look, it's been a long cast, especially that last game was pretty grueling.
We got 2 more series to do.
Oh, man. But,
Disney,
but
no,
I
Disney
don't know.
Disney bought Pixar, and then they did Toy Story.
Toy
Cause
Story 3.
Toy Curbs was saying Disney bought Pixar and effed shit up. But that's not what happened. They bought Pixar and they made Toy Story, so it was good. It was a good thing. And they made Bugs Life. That was a good thing. I liked Up though. Up was a good movie.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
reason I liked
here,
Up
look.
is it didn't there were certain things in it that seemed to follow the formula, but it was pretty unique as a movie. It was like a movie where like I would be like, how did that even get made? Because like how do you sell action figures of an old man as merchandise?
It wasn't even that heavily merchandised. I can't
Well,
really think
yeah,
of.
it's because okay, because it was a fat kid, an old guy, a house with balloons, um, and a dog
Talking
with a
dog.
collar. Yeah, so like not too much. Oh, Disney buys Pixar, 2006. Huh. I thought they were. Maybe they just collaborated for. Because I know Toy Story is definitely Disney property. Don't make me alt tab in the middle of a game. I'll do it. Swear to God.
Swear to God.
Fucking make me start cursing. Start cursing up a storm. Overlord speed. I figured he'd just go back to the build he did. Let's see, did he? Yeah, he did get +1. So yeah, I figured it kind of felt like he'd go back to his game 1 strategy. It kind of did.
Ooh. Just barely juked out of the range of that cannon in time. Very nicely done.
Yeah, I don't like to let them fly into the cannons. It's an extra hatchery.
Wait,
Oh, there
who's
we go.
Kevin? Trent's pointing out my inaccuracies of Disney stuff. It's just like a fanatic.
Kevin's a
Says,
character in Up.
yeah, but who was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's a bird.
Oh, okay. I don't remember a bird being in the movie.
I don't either.
When was a bird in the movie?
And she says there's a bird with babies. The snipe.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
She says that we suck dick.
She sucks dick, literally.
I know. It says that we suck duck.
Get wrecked. So I didn't see this move out.
Oh yeah, your southern base only has a single sunken. It's
No,
a
it
pretty
doesn't.
well placed sunken. Oh no, I see the second one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, see, this is why I close the stupid windows when I'm obviously a lot. Wow, this is some pretty sick drone drilling here though.
Yeah. Yeah, take it. Take it.
Oh my gosh, dude, these zealots supposed to be the most frustrated zealots in the history of mankind.
History of zealot kind. Wrecked.
That was ridiculous.
That was America.
I like that you got the second sport here coming up, recognizing that the +1's up here and that you're getting your fucking overlords melted. You know?
Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah. I looked at the supply differential and was a little worried for you, but a lot of it's the Corsairs.
I just backed up a bit. It's not good to like have larvae just sitting around, but
Yeah, I mean
not
you're gonna
much you can
dump a
do
lot
without.
of supply right now.
Yeah,
But
not a lot you can do without the
overlords.
to build with the overlords. Overlords.
Can I do that? Can I do that X? Well, can I?
Can I? Can I do
Can I
it?
with chain?
I kinda do it.
Kunai with chain.
It's a royale with cheese.
You never watch Yu-Gi-Oh? It makes me sad.
No. I hated that show. I thought the dialogue was so bad. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Don't worry. I mean, it was bad. But I wasn't exactly the most discerning person, you know, that...
I was discerning. I was like, oh my god. They're saying the stupid, like, this plot is so stupid, the show is so stupid, oh my god. It's so stupid. I like Pokemon. The show was so bad. The show was so bad, and it still is. It's so bad.
Oh, man.
Except, I think Pokemon 2000 is an okay movie.
Which one is that?
That's the one with Lugia.
The only ones I've seen were the original, and I've seen the Raikou one, because that one was on like something on TV at one point, and I was sick. And they just like left it on. That one was kind of fucked up.
The one with Lugia had some weird. Oh yeah, the unknown one was like, it was kind of okay, but then Charizard battles a legendary Pokemon. You're like, is Charizard really that powerful? Because you know, you play Charizard in the game. You're like, oh, Charizard, he's good. And then you play Charizard, you know, versus other people, and then you find out he sucks.
Oh yeah, he's the literal worst starting Pokemon.
Apparently in the card game, everybody wants the Charizard. Maybe that's just a meme, but...
No, he was very powerful. He did 100 damage.
Yeah. But I didn't play the card game. I played the Game Boy game, and I played Pokemon Stadium.
Did you ever play Pokemon Snap?
Yeah, but that's not like really a game.
It's like an on-rail shooter, but instead of killing stuff, you're taking pictures of it.
Oh, I never thought of things like that.
Oh my gosh, this cleanup. Oh, that's pretty dope. You got a lot of high tempo right there that you. God, high tempo really need to do some cardio. They could definitely jog faster than they can float. Oh, do you not go after these guys? Come on!
No, I was tired.
Oh, it makes me so sad.
I was tired after the last game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely
Yeah, I was
understandable.
like,
I'm just saying.
I was literally tired.
I love watching High Templar die. Two curves. Storms are definitely not fair, my friend.
Yeah, they're
But
not. Just
comparison to
avert
like
your children's eyes.
I feel like without the unfairness of storms, though, the matchup would be super unfair, right? Like so. But yes, in a
Well,
vacuum, it's just like, what the fuck just happened?
it would definitely change the way the game is played. So on this map, one of the key points on the map is that very large platform, which would be this for all you viewers out there. But when you can hold that, that's like the main, uh, the
Defensive
main
point.
thing out. Yeah.
Because
But also if you can
the little ramp outside the natural is very, very easy to
normally
defend.
they almost never will go up that. And I'm just talking about this matchup. In Terran versus Protoss, it's very different. They'll camp under that and shoot you with tanks.
Okay, so I just noticed this, but it kind of bugs me now. So like if you look at a High Templar, right, it's got like that flamey thing on its head, but while they're moving, it doesn't move at all. It's just like a static flame. So lazy. Come on.
Is it though? Now I'm zoomed in. I gotta look. Maybe it's the wind is just blowing it back.
But it's not
wait
a
a minute.
feather. It's a flame.
But wait a minute. We're on space platform. There's no air here.
How do you know though?
We're on space platform.
Yeah, but it could have been terraformed. Oof. Getting these lurkers down there is going to be super juicy. Oh man, just having to withdraw and take all that ling damage.
You gotta know when to pull out. So denying this pylon means I get to basically split the map. Because he's gonna probably take the top. But I have to be able to actually hold the 6 o'clock position. He seems to want to take the 6 o'clock position, even though it's like really far from his reinforcements.
I feel like this theme is very Castlevania.
It's a space flame. Yeah, that's right. Just keep making excuses for dumb Protoss shit. You know how Archon's got like those got the electrons orbiting them?
Yeah. What is that supposed to
If
be?
you, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, but like if you dematrix, obviously, you need to have like, because when you dematrix, it's like the same thing. It's like they have like double the energy around them.
Maybe it's the
Oh, I'm
same
thinking that
technology as a D Matrix.
could be.
I don't
Because
know why they felt like they
Archons
had
are,
to add that though, because they didn't have that in the old graphics, did they?
yes they did. Just push F5.
Oh really? Yeah, I mean I just did. I just don't remember it.
I actually like the Archons in the old graphics better. It was like one of the things that like made me
Because they're not
go,
like easy
ah.
chairing around.
They don't look as cool, in my opinion. Because in this, they just look like, look at this Archon. It's like rocking out in a mosh pit.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Oh, that's so funny. In the old graphics, it looks actually a lot funnier. It looks like he's spinning. Oh man, that's too good.
And at some point, I make one of the dumbest decisions in human history. I think it's like right after this. It's plagued nothing.
Oh, this is a cute little drop here, though.
Where?
The south, you dropped the lurkers.
Did
Nine
I?
mining for a while. Yeah, yeah. What's
Oh.
weird is that there's like 2 reavers there.
High five, me!
I don't think they can see them. Yeah, I was just coming now. What? How did the zealot not? Look at these zealots are tripping out. This is a 3 zealots get 3 hit, like
It's
a
a
total of
strange
3 hits
world.
on your. Look at the army. It's like trying its best, man.
It's trying. God, I'm like,
Oh my god, how many kills does it get? Oh, if you had target fired the probes, you would have gotten a ton of kills.
oh my god. Yeah, but I have like 120 APM. And yeah, so now I'm like, I was like, I'm just gonna grab my whole army and I'm gonna move to the Protoss' base. And he's gonna feel so threatened, he's gonna bring his army all the way back. He's gonna feel this pressure, man.
Pushing down on me.
He's gonna feel all this pressure. He's gonna see there's so much Zerg stuff that he's just gonna come up here and be like, I gotta defend my stuff. I wanna get this sweet shuttle snipe. That was good. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna go counter.
Yeah, that kind of stinks too, because you're actually at a pretty significant advantage right now.
I'm not at a significant advantage.
I feel like
So he doesn't
he
even know if
have
our
enough tech
knows
yet.
the army's there because obviously the shuttle died. But He's like, I'm just gonna go up here. Just gonna go counter.
What were these queens for, by the way? Were you gonna snipe a Templar with them or ensnare?
Ensnare, I think? I don't remember.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, look how that army is now.
Ensnared! I guess it's a moral victory.
Get all that green goop all over there. What sucks is due to the way that this ramp is constructed, this is gonna be annoying for you to break because there's so many high Templar too.
Yeah.
Well, doing an okay job though.
I don't know if I actually get the Nexus though.
It's kind of annoying though
I know
that
I
your shit is so exposed here. Oh my god, there's so many high Templar going down at his natural expansion.
So I attacked the empty base.
This is a death orgy.
And yeah, meanwhile he kills my production hatchery. So
Yeah. I mean,
and that's pretty much the mining I got, except for the 12 o'clock. And the top left is like that needs to go. That just needs to go.
yeah. I mean, I think that you could have definitely played, like, done a lot more right now than you
could have played. Yeah.
If you hadn't played such an exhausting series already. This is a difficult army to engage, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Double
especially,
Reaver with all these
well,
cons.
it's not that it's difficult to engage, it's that I just don't have enough army. I have very, very few units, and so
Oh yeah,
that's what is making this very difficult. So I lost my natural, I lost my mineral base, and so didn't quite get the top left. It's sort of dead, but not quite. It's just not mining.
God, you guys get in these weird situations. End of these games is just never clean. Oh, all the lurkers at the top or the bottom right are gone too. I realized that.
Yeah, I guess I sent lurkers into his main base. But, that's not gonna do much.
Yeah, I mean the real issue here is that he's got a gigantic.
Oh, I did get the next at the top left. Yes! I did it!
Yeah, unfortunately, even though he has no mining at this point, like he's got the tech that he needs to be able to crack these bases. Like once you have Reavers on the field, like lurker.
Oh, he's got mining. He's got the 6 o'clock. So
yeah.
I'm trying to I'm trying to drop that again, but that, it didn't work.
Prepared this
or does
time.
it? Does it? No, it seems like it's working okay. I mean, it's got 40,000 minerals, so you can afford to get the probes. I think you should build a cannon, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in, like right here.
In that little backspace where you're dropping.
Yeah, that'd be a good spot for one. And the rest is just me kind of derping around, so we're just gonna speed it up. It's not really... You can tell there's not really anything I can do here.
Yeah, I mean, you could stall for a bit.
The best
But
I could do was try to get another draw, but that's like, very unlikely.
I wasn't actually aware until very recently that Archons do no damage to lurkers under Storm.
Only if they're burrowed.
Huh?
Only if they're burrowed. And that reminds me of a question I
Yeah.
had earlier,
Yeah.
which is, if a tank shoots onto high ground and the shot misses, does the splash still do damage? Which you don't have to answer, that's just my question.
Yeah, that is a good question. I don't think so. Because I think it's an entirely different function than like under Swarm, right? Because Swarm actually just displaces the shot.
I'm not talking about
Which is
Swarm,
why
I'm talking about just tank shooting onto high ground.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. I think it is a different mechanic, right? So as a quote unquote miss, I think it just like negates all damage done by the attack.
Oh yeah, broodlings and shit. The broodlings nerd.
This is actually kind of fun. You've actually done a pretty fantastic job at wearing down his economy, though. I mean,
Well,
he's spent his entire bank.
Like I said earlier in the cast, like, when you have... It seems like a bank is, like, is good, but if you're not mining that much, like, even if you have, like, 3,000 or whatever, it's not as good as you might think. It's gonna go down really fast.
Oh yeah, for sure. Boom. Shuttle's gone. Man, these Archons are just such a big problem for you. They just keep these Beavers so safe.
There's really not much I can do about them.
Yeah. One of the most frustrating
like,
things about Protoss is how late game, when you're depleted on all your gases, you still technically have a gas income, so you can still kind of continue Archon production for quite some time. Not as rapidly as you might hope. Even still.
There you go.
Whew. Man. 4 games out of 3. What a series.
What a series indeed.